Hi, thanks very much for trying to come back on time. And all you BlackBerry guys down here, turn them off. I'm on the jinxed mobile mic problem site, so hopefully you're all good, but we'll see how we go. You know, we've been doing this thing for a little while. This is our third go around at Finovate, and it's just an awesome event. And what's really excellent about this process is it gives us a chance to showcase things we're doing unique and new, but also to see a lot of the stuff that our partners and customers and so on are doing with their products using our SDK. And what I want to do today is really introduce you to our next generation product. In particular, obviously an un-Yodlee-like look and feel. It's not boring and it's not banking. And you know, we've focused on colors and things like that, God forbid. But you know, it's really important to understand that we power 22.5 million users right now on the net, and underneath all of that is this robust data engine. And that's what's powering our new product. So what we're trying to do in the new Yodlee dashboard, which is the new sort of centerpiece of our platform, is highlight all those sorts of capabilities that in the past have been hard to get to. So we have this new cantilever site sort of approach to showing all of your accounts. And all of this data powered in real time, both connected to the banks and all the different networks. What's unique and new about our UI is it's focused on the 90% use case. Everything the consumer wants to be able to do from one screen, no pop-ups, no flashovers or anything like that. I can see transactions that have happened in this recent period of time. We've got built-in filtering. If I want, I can move the transactions over here a little bit. I can reorganize and set up this category as I want. We've got inline editing. All the basic sorts of Web 2.0 types of functionality from a look and feel and user experience point of view. And why we're doing this is because we're trying to increase our density of users at the large financial institutions. As you guys know, our principal business model is customers that are the largest financial institutions in the world, plus a lot of the SDK and portals that you see around here. What we can do, which is unique and different now, is we can start to expose the data that's in the network. So you see down the bottom left-hand side, we've now got the ability to create new charting widgets based on spending and data models like that. So in our 10x release, if you're a developer or if you're a Yodlee employee, you get access to all the data in both comparison based on demographic data. You get access to information around what's potentially happening in terms of projected cash flow. And now down per category, we can now see spending for dining and so on. If you as a user don't want to see that, you can just shrink it down Facebook style, no problem, and it gets out of the way. As a consumer, you get total flexibility in the look and feel. You get to choose the menu and layouts and stuff like that. All of this functionality up the top of the screen here is all co-brandable, just like everything we do at Yodlee. Built into Yodlee now is universal search, which both searches all your transactions and all of that stuff. It also searches all your online help, and it automatically recognizes if you're trying to add a new site and things like that. If we take it a little step forward, let's have a look at a deep dive at one of the new modules, Bill Pay. And in Bill Pay, we've got a couple of new UI elements, inclusive of the ability to see scheduled payments and so on. But you'll notice here I've got a Comcast bill that needs to be paid right now. What's unique about the new UI right now is we're highlighting good and bad days to make a payment. You can see here, if I wanted to pay early, no problem, I've got enough money in my checking account. However, you know, as we get close to the due date, things are getting ugly. So before we do that, maybe we want to just double check, is the bill the right bill? Are we getting the right amount? We've got built-in trending data, and something really new in the universe of our product capabilities, built-in image and statement aggregation. So from now on, you can get all your images, check images front and back, statements, all of that sort of stuff built in for free. If I want to go take action, I can come back here, make a payment. But you know what? We're going to also encourage the user to make a savings with transfer. So remember, Yodlee's got all of the integrations. We do our own bill pay, we do our own funds transfer. And when I hit save, that's it, I'm done. Payment's done, transfer's done, the consumer's happy, everything's good. If we go back to the dashboard, one of the things you might have noticed is this new concept called the FinApp Store. So you've heard a little bit today about people building widgets and stuff like that, but what we're uniquely bringing to the market is the ability for consumers to actually buy applications and add it into their online banking experience. So this is something really unique and interesting. We've got a bunch of new developers that are coming in through our SDK right now, and what's cool about it is if you're a developer and you don't want to go and build all of online personal finance, which is a big bear of a project, what you can focus on is the differentiated piece of IP or technology, and we'll do the distribution. We've got the largest banks in the world. We've got about 12 million users using online PFM powered by us. Suddenly, you don't have to solve the eyeball problem. You focus on what you do well, which is great development. We talked about a little bit of who's doing what. We announced today a relationship with some guys up in Canada called Ultrasoft, and this is a new unique product. They're actually going to build an importer. So if you're a developer, if you're a Microsoft Money user and you've been stranded, we've now got an answer for you. You'll be able to bring in all your Microsoft Money to one of our customer-supported products, at the large retail institutions in the US or around the world. Suddenly, you're not left alone. Really, really differentiated. And how we're doing that, that's all built on OAuth. So we've got full support for the OAuth spec from Facebook/Google. So that's something new also in the SDK. We've got a whole built-in module where we can sell different products to customers. We've also got all the theming and graphics and stuff like that, all part of the service. We want to try out a product, we can get a little bit of a screenshot of what's new and what's different about that module. We've also got built-in sharing and information awareness about the developers. So do you trust this developer or don't you? What's sitting on top of this is Yodlee is going to be able to release its own applications, and third parties and bankers are going to be able to do it. And we will be doing all the certification. So we're going to make sure that we've seen the source code, that everything's safe, that it's not bypassing our SDK and doing bad things to consumers. Assuming we want to get that, what we do is we simply just make a payment, and we can either pay from an existing bill pay or funds transfer account, or we can pull it off the data through PayPal or other online P2P. We buy that product, we put it back on our dashboard, and suddenly it's integrated into the experience. Totally simple, personalized financial management for individuals. Obviously, it's a pretty straightforward application. This one's a third party doing house savings planning. And you guys have seen lots of suggestions here before. Built into our SDK is all the funds transfer money movement, so we can implement all of that, and now we're done. You don't want to see that on your homepage, no big deal. We can minimize it, and it'll only show up when it's really interesting down here in your dashboard overview. Everything we do, as I mentioned, is co-brandable, and so the final thing to think about is if you're a big red bank or someone who didn't like blue, here's a nice look and feel that would make it seem more at home to you. What we do, we build the best online personalized financial management. Hope that helps.